Right, we're live. Okay, so, hey, it's a ghost note kind of morning. So you might be wondering, Jared, why are you streaming on a Monday? Well, because I worked on Saturday. So today's a day off for me. So I'm going to treat this as my Sunday. And I'm going to be working on technique, specifically on the pad, the rudimental side of things. And then I'm going to transition over and spend the rest of my time working on drumkit, mainly focusing on the limb independent stuff that I was working on yesterday, which wasn't going so good. So I'm going to break it down in a different way. Speaking of not going so good, my goal in these streams is to share what it's like as somebody who has been playing for over 20 years and how I practice. So I'm going to share a lot of stuff I'm not very good at and not really play much of the stuff that I am good at. Well, except for the technique stuff, I guess. I'll kind of use that as a warm-up. But if you're watching this live, feel free to ask some questions in the chat. And if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, you can leave a comment and ask some questions. There will be some chapters that you can just skip to different parts to see what I've been working on and how I work on them. In the description. But if you're watching this live, you won't have that. But anyways, so my goal, again, is to share what it's like to practice as somebody who's been playing for a very long time and share all the things that I'm working on. So I will narrate out loud in this microphone the things that I notice that, hey, I could work on this, or hey, that doesn't sound great, etc. I'm going to be using a variety of resources today, so I'm going to go through some technique exercises. You can find them on my website, and let me put it in the chat. So it's right here. Make sure that actually worked. Cool. It did. So I'm going to be working specifically on some chops and techniques. So I'm going to go here on the webpage. And there's a bunch of different stuff on here, including a link actually to get your own very own Ghost Note merch. There's a variety of stuff on there. And there's this shirt is in I think 30 different colors or something like that. So if you're interested in that, check it out. But I'm going to go to the technique section. So the thing that I'm going to focus on is specifically the playlist right here that just has all of them in one. And I'm going to go through quite a few of these today. Not all of them, but enough to keep me entertained and to warm up. So the thing that I'm going to do to warm up is, where is it? Stick control. No. I'm going to do triplet diddle. So I'm going to do the classic 2-count version. And pause. And I'm going to set this to 1080p so you can see it better. And then I'm going to scroll down. Okay, so when you scroll down on here, it's pulling up the monitor, you can actually jump to a different BPM. So I'm going to skip ahead and just go ahead and start at 160 to warm up. So I haven't played yet. So this will be a good warm-up speed, and then I'm going to just go faster and faster. Here we go. I noticed the levels were peaking because this microphone was accidentally set to too high. Adjust that. I want you to hear it, but I don't want the drumming screaming at you. Okay. I'm going to try soft. It's good to do this. Gives more control. Okay, now full height. Okay, cool. So now we're going to speed her up. So to do that, I just have to go back here and scroll back down. And let's just jump 10, well, I guess 5 clicks. 10 from the starting position. Let's do 170. Do this one time. Then I'll do 180, then 190 to 195. And then I'm going to stretch and massage. let's go even faster. You know what? I'm just going to jump to 190. So I'm going to do 190 to 195. Then I'll stretch and massage. And then I'll do up to 194. And then I'll do 195 to 200. So I like to warm up, stretch and massage, post warm up, and then I'll actually get into some more technique exercises. It's just a good habit to make sure that you spend some time stretching, massaging, all that fun stuff. And again, if you have questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. Whoops. I'm going to try it soft. Back to a higher height. Okay. Let's go ahead and pause that there, and let's stretch out. Okay. So now that I've actually drummed and got some blood flowing in my hands, I'm going to actually stretch. So the first one I'm going to do is hold my sticks like this, and you pull it in, and ooh, yeah. Ugh, I need to retape my sticks. See that? On the right side over here? They slid down over time. Oh, yeah, this is a good stretch. Okay, so now to get out of this stretch, you just go back the way you came. And then if you're working on traditional grip, it's good to stretch out to the side. I'm not doing that, so I'm not going to. Okay, now I want to stretch the underside of my forearms. So I'm going to do both of them at the same time, so I can do this on the pad. I could also do this on the wall or on a sibling. Don't do that. I'm an only child, so I imagine you get in trouble, but I don't know. Ooh, yeah. Now, you don't want to put all of your weight into this. Like, you're not trying to rip your tendons off. I mean, maybe you are. I won't speak for you. I wouldn't recommend it, but you do you. Okay, so now I'm going to stretch the top side along here. So, kind of, the angle is going to determine how deep that stretches. Okay. Now I'm going to stretch each finger individually. Now, by the way, when I was warming up, you'll notice that I changed the heights a little bit. It's also good to do a check-in to not just play everything all at like 9. Okay, do I have control of this exercise at this speed at low heights? It's extremely important to be able to have control at a variety of dynamics. And a variety of speeds or tempi, which is the plural word for tempo. Fun fact with Jared. Well, I don't know if it's fun, but it's a fact. And it's Tempi, not PE, which is a city that I used to live in many years ago. Okay, now that I've stretched, now I want to massage. So I'm going to start with the forearms. And if I'm particularly tight, like up in the bicep or shoulder, I'll massage that as well. But I'm doing okay right now. So I'm going to massage by using the fingers underneath, using the thumb on top. This is a very good way to just help relax all the muscles. You can switch to kneading dough like this. Although I knead dough a little bit differently than that, but this is what I've heard massage therapists refer to it as. Okay, I'm going to switch to the forearm tattoo arm. I see there's a couple live viewers. How's your Monday going? This is my weekend day, because I worked on Saturday. I guess it's Valentine's Day. My wife and I don't really adhere to the like hallmark schedule of, hey, we need to celebrate time together. So it's just a Monday for us. Okay, now that I've massaged the forearm out, I'm going to massage the palm and the back of my hand like this. Nice. It's actually pretty good. And then I go from the, let me show you this. So from the base to the tip. And so you're kind of pulling it like that. And I usually do 2 or 3 times. Oof. My OCD's kicking in. I don't like the fact that this is not parallel right here. All right, so let's do the other hand. I'll switch back to this view. Massaging. And after my massage, I like to do then just a post warm up. So for me, I left the 195 to 200. I'll do that as my warm up and just kind of push my hands further now that they're hopefully more relaxed. And then I'll actually start working on stuff. So this is what I do every time I do a warm up. I will do some kind of an exercise, whether it's this or like many of the others on my website. Play it really fast without having played. Stretch and massage, and then I'll go back and play it even faster to try and push my hands to play better. And if it's like beyond my breaking point and like it sounds bad, that's okay. I'm trying to train my brain and my hands to get consistently better than they currently are. Cool. Speaking of, let's resume. My hands feel pretty good right now. Slurred the first line, Diddles, a little bit. That was a little bit better. Cool, a little slow. Last time. Ah! No, can't end that way. I just had a brain fart. Let's try that again. Okay. Not bad. So, that was warming up. Now, one of the things that I'll recommend when you're working on a diddle exercise where everything is all the same heights, a way that you can think of it is that your hands should just constantly look like it's just alternating, regardless of if you put a diddle on it or not. So for you to watch somebody from, I don't know, like across the football field, and you put in like earplugs and kind of like made it so you couldn't hear what they were playing, and all you could do was just see their hands, it should just look like this the entire time. So what you want to make sure you're not doing is when you're playing, like, emphasizing the diddles by, like, playing too big or, like, all of a sudden lowering the diddles. So everything should be the exact same height the entire time that you're doing that. So a little pro tip for you. Okay. I want to get through this technique stuff fairly quickly, so I'm just going to kind of use this as a fun way to chop out and just do a check-in to see how my technique is going, to give me some things to potentially work on. So I'm just going to select a couple of these exercises, and then I'm going to switch over to kit, which is what I want to primarily focus on, because yesterday when I was playing, I was doing a limb independence exercise, and it just sounded really bad. So I'm going to make it sound a little less bad today. At least that's the plan. Let's do stick control, but I don't want to do any boring old stick control. I'm going to do advanced stick control with filler. So we go, yeah.
Your work can feel...
And we get an ad. Yeah. YouTube's making money. And I'm not. Okay, so go here. Scroll down. Open this up. And then we have our timestamps. So I'm going to do... Start at 100, and let's see how this goes. So this version is a fun one, if I do say so myself. I wrote it, but switches between 4/4 and 12/16 and fills it in. Emphasize that a little too much. A little slow. Car. Not bad. I'm going to lower the volume a little bit. A little loud. And no! Go back. And I want to speed it up. So let's do 110. So I noticed while playing it that there were some moments where I overemphasized some of the notes. So I'm going to focus on that. Like... So I want to make sure it doesn't do that. Especially on this one, there's a tendency to do... Ew. Good save. Okay. Other than my relaxed technique making me drop my sticks. Not bad. Okay, let's just go to 120. So again, just focusing on everything being nice and even, not putting in any emphasis or accents or anything like that. Don't want. Slow. Brain fart. So a little tip when working on stick control is to make sure that you are not emphasizing any notes over the other. So like if you're playing this pattern, you don't want it to sound like that. You want nice and even. So the way that I think about it is actually like playing with less power behind it. So as opposed to like, oh, I need to get that left hand up more. No, just lower the right hand a little bit. So chill out with the right. As opposed to like really overemphasizing every one of the notes. And honestly, it sounds better and allows you to play faster. So let's try this again at 121. brain fart at the end. Okay, cool. I want to push my hands to play beyond what is comfortable. So I'm going to go even faster. So I'm going to do, let's do 135. So the point of pushing my hands is also to train my brain to think faster while I'm doing this. So it works on both simultaneously. So that was like right at the edge of like, this doesn't sound great, but I'm going to go even faster. And it's going to sound even worse, and that's okay. Again, I'm trying to train my brain to think faster while I'm doing this. So, let's do 145. I'm going to lower the heights a little bit. The sticks I'm using are the Hardeman hammers, and they are heavy, like way heavier than normal sticks. So I got to go a little lower. Yeah. So a lot of people, when they think of drumming, they think it's all about like training your hands to play faster. And yes, there is certainly a component, a component involving like getting your hands to physically move quicker, but it's also all about your brain. So you really need to train your brain to be able to think faster in order for your hands to actually play rhythmically in time. So you got to fire those neurons in the correct rhythmic sequence in order to get that to happen. So not only is it good to practice things slow to make it so that you can improve the timing of those neural firings, but you also need to practice fast so you can get your brain to think quicker while you're doing it. Cool. Now let's go back over here and let's do a different exercise. So I'm going to do, there's 2 diddle timing exercises. I'm going to do those 2, and then I'm going to switch over to drumkit because that's what I want to focus the majority of this stream on today. So we'll start with diddle timing, and then we'll go to 5-stroke roll timing. Yay, no ad. Okay, scroll down, and let's start at 120. This is an excellent exercise to work on your control. So, not bad. I was emphasizing the accent a little bit more than I like, so I'm going to do this faster, but I'm going to focus specifically on playing lighter on those accents. So let's do this again at 1:30. I see somebody else joined. Hey! Hope you're having a good Monday so far. All right. A little slow. This is not Fortnite, Taco. You're correct. Do you not work today, Taco? Cool. That was better. Still overemphasizing the accents. I'm going to try this faster. 140. Took the day off? Yeah, me too. Well, I hope you fill it with a bunch of video games today. Whoops. Taco, you play any musical instruments? Let's try 160. Yeah, I play all things that you hit. Ah! Been playing drums for a long time. My wife also plays the drums. Her drum kit's over there. It's a nice red drum kit. Very pretty. All right. Last time on this one, and then I'm going to switch over to the 5-stroke version of this exercise. Cool. I think I can actually just skip. Yeah, 5-stroke. And no add. Good. Let's slow this down. Taco, if you were to play a musical instrument, what instrument would you play? For me, percussion is the correct choice, because when I get bored with one instrument, there's like 1,000 more percussion instruments that you can learn how to play. And it's therapeutic. Like, hitting stuff, it just calms me. Hitting, like, drums, mallets, tie bags. Not people or animals. Just in case anyone's wondering. Alright, 5-stroke version. Ironic how hairy that beginning was. I mean, it's never too late to learn the drums. Oops. I started in 8th grade. So I've been playing 20 some odd years. Okay. Yeah, never too late to learn an instrument. I've taught literally thousands of kids through adults how to play music. Used to teach band, general music, drumline, etc. Then I got into the whole computer science thing. Been doing that for a few years. now I'm going to actually work on stuff that I'm terrible at. So you're going to hear me play some bad notes and struggle my way through it. But that's part of the whole practicing thing. So I'm going to actually switch my setup and make it so that I can play on the drum kit. All right, so if we go back from here. What? Why did I just do that? Interesting. It just like went back on 2 different windows. So on here, on my website, we also have some drum kit independence. You don't see it on this page because I didn't want to put like too many things on one page. So if you click on it, it actually takes you to a separate page that has drum kit specific stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just like a quick warm up for my brain, just to kind of get things going. So I'm going to read through some drum charts, short, long. And let's try this one. We'll just do 160. So what I'm going to do is swung, and I'm going to play the short notes on snare, the long notes on bass, while playing, etc. with the cymbals. Okay, so nah, let's do 180. Cause why not? Here we go. That's why I don't hear it. The EAD has a separate track for this. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Still not getting all the triggers on the snare drum, which is unfortunate. It'll loosen it up here in a minute. Let's see if that helps. Oops. Ah! That really threw me off. Keep hitting the pedal with my foot. I like this one. All right, so I'm warmed up with that. Now, let's get on to the stuff that I'm not good at. Like, really bad at. All right, so we're going to slow this thing down. And I'm just going to work on charts 11 through 15. And the way that I'm going to do that is... Whoa. Oops. I meant to do this from 60. My bad. Clicked on the wrong one. I got too many exercises. Okay. It's like just under 700 hours of content on my channel right now. All right, so here's how I'm going to do this. So the long notes are going to be spread out. Let me back up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play alternating triplets with hi-hat on 2 and 4. Cool. Nothing difficult about that. But the short notes, I'm going to play on snare drum, accented. That's really annoying. It's not triggering all of them on here. Come on, EAD. You can do better than that. Gotta raise the taps a little bit. Okay, so the short notes are doing that. Well, the long notes... So that would be 2 measures of eighth notes, 2 measures of quarter notes. Okay, so sounds fine in practice, but it is difficult to do that. So what I'm going to do is specifically just loop each measure until it starts to sound okay. And I'm going to do this for every single one of the charts. And honestly, I don't even know if I'll finish it because some of these are so tricky for me right now that it doesn't sound good. So you're going to hear me struggle. Here we go. So... Okay, so that was fine. First measure. Here's the second measure. Easy enough. Next measure. Already did this. Okay, next line. Ah! Okay, a little sloppy. Let's do that again. All right, next measure. Ah, let's try it again. Do the next measure. Okay, we've already done that one. Here's where it gets weird. So the tenuto markings, the markings with the 2 little dashes on it, that is going to be on the bass drum. Okay, so you treat it as a long note. Let's slow this one down. Ugh. Try it again. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so it is on the right. There's no floor tom in this one. Let's try this again. Loop in that last measure of the second line of music, technically a third line. Okay, a little more comfortable. Now, you may notice I was actually looping just the first half of that for a moment there. And that was just another way I was trying to divide this into something to focus on. Okay, so time for a word from today's sponsor, Sludge. It's healthy, but it doesn't taste good. Actually, it doesn't taste bad today. Okay. Let's do the next line. Trying to be a little lighter on this cymbal because I don't know if you can see it, but I got my microphone a little too close to it, I think. Anyways. Oh yeah, I guess you can see it from this view. Here we go. Next line, measure. Next one. Okay, next line. Let's try that one. Cool. Cool. That one's fun. Next measure, the last one. I keep messing up. Next one. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. Whoops. All right, it's weird looping this. Let's try this again. Yeah, that one's weird. I'm starting on the second half of the measure, breaking this down. Here we go. Try it again. Okay. Let's try the next measure. Next. Okay. Yeah, that one's a little weird. This is the last measure of the second to last line. Okay, last line. Oops, I just kind of like read through the line. Yeah, okay, so that one sounds fine. That's repeated from the beginning. Let's do the second to last measure. Okay. Okay. Now, just because I segmented everything together, let's try the whole thing. And slowly. Whew. This is so slow. It's almost like it's 60 BPM. One, two, here I go. Oops. Forgot the hi-hat there. My bad, I'm so sorry. There we go. Wow, that was slow. All right, so way better than it was yesterday, and certainly better than the week before. Okay, so now let's do the same thing, and we're going to do this with chart 12. Okay, I think I'm good on that measure. Next measure. Okay, so that was the first line, pretty easy. Next line starts off the same. Finally, we get a left-hand crash. Okay, so that one's pretty easy. Next line. Oops. Okay, so this is where it gets a little weird. All right, so let's loop that second to last line, first measure. Okay. Next measure. Oops. Okay, last measure. Oops. And last line. Oh yeah, paradiddle here. Okay, so this one's weird. Gotta do that one slow. Ah! Wrong. Yeah, so that's interesting. And beat 3. Okay, so let's try that again. Dun, 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 dun. I need to slow it down. Okay. Now let's try actually reading through it. And I'm going to skip this check pattern. It's so slow. Take a sludge break. There's so much space. And I managed to mess it up. I could probably go up to 80 when I read through this again. I can't speak. Ah! Honestly, the speed is screwing me up because it's so slow. But that's okay. That just means I still need to keep working on this. So let's do chart 13. All right. Next. Uh-oh. That's how you play that. Okay, next one. Oopsies. That's just an accent, not a long. Ah! This part's interesting because, like, the first phrase right here, I can't move my mouse, is repeated right here, but on the upbeat. So I wrote it, but if I do say so myself, I think it's an interesting line. It's a fun one to play through all the way. All right, last line of that. Ah! Cool. Next line. Okay, let's break this down. Come. Interesting. Crasher there. Ah! Let's try that again. Ah! I keep wanting to put a ride on 3. It's on the upbeat of 3. Okay, next measure. What? Oh. my stick was just like falling out of my hand. It's like just flopping. I was barely holding on to it with the back 2 fingers. Okay, let's try this again. See, sharing all the things I'm not good at. Okay, that was a weird one. No, that's just the norm. Okay, I gotta do that again. Okay. Okay. That was weird. Last measure. Okay, easy enough. And then we go to the next line. Oh, that one's a fun one. Cool, I dig it. Next one's start of the same line. Okay, and then we have... Okay, cool. That was a fun one. Good line, if I do say so myself. All right, next variation, or next line rather. Stick came out of my hand again. I could do that last measure again. Okay, better. Last line. Oops. Forgot the crash. Okay. And next measure. Alright, last line. Paradiddle, diddle, paradiddle, diddle, alternating. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, now we're going to try and read through this after a word from Sludge. I should put the microphone like right up against my throat while I do it so you can get a little ASMR experience. Yeah, I'm Amaranth. She makes like over $1 million a month. Just like... and I don't mean when I say it, just like, I don't mean to diminish it. Like, brilliant. Making millions a month. Literally millions. It's fantastic. Here we go. Oh, it's so slow. So slow. So slow. So slow. My dissertation went faster than this, and that took like several years. Ah! No, I can't end on that. I gotta do that again. Ah! Okay. Bitter. All right. Chart 14. This is actually going faster than I thought. Yay. Oops. Hit that. Stretch. Yeah, so I don't know if this is helpful to watch at all, but I figure it's better to share you all the raw how I practice, so that way you can also look at it and go, oh, Jared also struggles with things. Yeah, a lot. I've been playing for a long time, but I still am not good at a lot of things, and you're going to see how I try and work through them. All right. Oh, wow, those last two lines. Woo! That looks like fun. Okay, so first line of playing. No. Okay. Okay. I get it. All right, so cool. Good to see that. Next line. I don't know why that just threw me off. It's literally the exact same notation as the previous measure. And I was like, that's different. Yeah. Okay. This is a third measure of playing, or the fourth line total. Ah! Excuse me, let's go slower. Sludge made me burp. Okay, interesting. Nope. Ah! Ah! That one's fun. Hard, but fun. Nope. Oh, okay, that was a cool one too. Last line. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So Swiss, 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 and on the bass drum. So a Swiss would be like right, right, left. Usually you flam those. Or, but in this case, uh-oh. If they're straight eighth notes, but that bass drum was just like, no, I want to play more. Okay, so let's try this here. Ugh. Ah. I should do a compilation of all the random sound effects I make while playing and just like turn it into a song. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh. Just like that. Ah. I didn't even intend to do that, and I did it. Here we go. I'm gonna leave out the hi-hat for a moment because that's messing me up. Okay, let's try this again. With the hi-hat. Try it again. I'm gonna get this. Okay, I got it. Here we go. 1, 2, really slow. Yeah. Oops. Ah. Wrong hand. Ugh, I gotta do this again. Let's try it here. This is better. Whew! Made it. Okay, so that was better. Still not great, but, you know, survived it. For right, meow. Okay, so let us do this very last line here, or last chart. Oops. Oh, that was on the wrong hand. Overall, this is getting better. So what I was practicing earlier is transferring over, so I'm able to read through this faster, which is great. That's what I wanted to do. Let's try that line again. Third to last line. Starting at the beginning. Excuse me. All right. I like that one. I don't know why. I just... It's a fun one. Okay. Last line. 1, 2, 3. Actually, that one's a lot easier than the other charts. It's gonna be hard at 60 though. 1, 2, here go. This is going pretty good so far. Jinx myself. I like how I added an extra F on that. Self. Woo! We made it. Me and all one of my viewers right now. We made it. Now, instead of breaking it down measure by measure, let us try actually playing the whole thing. Well, let's speed it up, because, oh boy, 60 is slow. Let's go 80. And let's see how this goes. It might not go good. It might be great. Here we go. And ring. Starting to hurt my head. I'm wearing this too much. Gotta readjust. 2. 1, 2, here I go. Yay! That was way better than it was yesterday. Back's a little sore. Gotta stay with good posture. Otherwise, I won't be able to drum. My back hurts. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and... That was loud. Oops. Alright. It's starting to feel so much more comfortable playing this way. This is a hard one. Like, with these charts in particular. Just normal, short, long, without the tenuto. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's better. But this, whew, it's hard. 1, 2, here we go. Started to mess up at the end there. Itchy nose. But I was able to correct myself and keep going. That's great. I wouldn't have been able to do that yesterday. Alright, yeah, this last line is a doozy. Oops. Messed up my sticking. It's just alternating. Ah. There we go. Alright, on the right hand, which is good. Or the correct hand, I should say. Ah, no! Oh, bummer. That's okay. It's still better. That one was a lot harder to jump back into. Alright, last chart. Then I'm going to speed her up again. We'll go up to 100 this time. 1, 2, ready, and... Success! You know, I'm pretty happy with that. That sounds so much better. It's still not great, but it's better. It's super slow. Okay, let's try it at 100. Same charts. Getting sore. Stay in one position. 1, 2, here I go. Need to make sure I'm centered over my hips and not leaning forward or leaning back like this. Trying to find that position and use the mic to kind of keep me there. 1, 2, here we go. Yeah, so much more comfortable playing through that. I love practice sessions like these where you can just like notice a huge difference from beginning to end. Here we go. Ow. Oops. Yeah, so the E8010, the drum triggers that I'm using, they're pretty sensitive. Like, slight change, and then all of a sudden it's like, ah! It just screams at you. It's kind of annoying. 1, 2, ready, and... Love that line. Ah! I got off on the wrong hand. But I was able to recover, so that's good. Ah. Okay, so that one was harder. Or at least not as successful as the others. But, that was just like, I got off on the wrong sticking, and that threw me off, and then it was hard to jump back in, because I was like, wait a minute! And then later on the second part of it, I got off on the foot, the hi-hat. It went to 1 and 3. Went at 1 and 3. Can't speak. So hard to play and talk. Like Anderson .Paak. Dude's nuts. Whoops. Yeah, so when I was messing up on that chart, it was the sticking. I wanted to put every one of the long notes on the right hand, and that's what was messing me up. We're gonna try this again faster, and we'll see what other errors come up. Oops. Okay. Hoo-wee. Let's go faster. Let's go 120. All right, I'm out of drink. Okay, so I'm going to play through this. Actually, maybe I'll even try faster. Nah, 120 is perfectly fast enough. Okay, so I'm going to try it at 120. Just like what I was doing earlier with the technique stuff, my goal is to make it so that I can speed up my brain to think faster with this. This is not going to go super well. This is twice as fast as what I was playing earlier, and I'm still not comfortable with this yet, but I'm trying to improve on that, so this will help with that. Then once I finish this, I'm just going to read a couple more charts with some different independence patterns just for funsies, and then I'm going to call it. So, and then I'll meditate. Let's do this. All right. 120. Ding, ding, ding. Two, three, four. Oops. Overall, pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Not perfect, but pretty good. A one, a two, a 1, 2, ready, and... Oh, messed up at the very last measure. Wah, wah, wah. A 1, 2, ready, and... Little mess up there. Oops. Ah! A little too fast for me. That's okay. It's intentional. Think faster, brain. Ugh, totally. Did not do good on that one. That's okay. My brain is thinking quicker. Next time I play this, it'll be a little bit better. A little bit. Because I can think faster. In theory. 1, 2, 3. I kept messing up the sticking in that last line. I'll still need to work on that one slower. Okay. Still better than it was an hour ago. A 1, 2, ready, and... Let's do some straight charts. So back on here. Oh yeah, there's a shirt I'm wearing. See, this one. Ghost note. Anyways, okay. All straight drum charts. I want to... Let's do 120. Charts 1 through 5. I think 120 is a good speed. So I'm gonna play that, and then everything on the foot will be on the chart. Two, a 1, 2, here I go. It's annoying how it's not triggering all the snare notes. messing around. Why not? Supposed to have fun drumming, right? People take it too seriously. I know I used to. I tried to do double, it didn't go well. Here we go! Okay. I'm gonna do one more chart. And that chart is going to be with samba foot. I think 160 should be okay. Let's try 6 through 10. At 160. So everything's gonna be on the snare while I play. Yeah, I think this will do okay. A little slow samba. Mess me up. Just trying to do the long on the floor tom. Messing me up too much. Here we go. Okay, I'm actually going to stop right here, and the reason why is because I really have to go pee, and I don't feel like peeing my pants, even though I know it'll get the views. So I was planning on ending at the end of these streams anyways, so we'll go ahead and stop here. So thank you for anyone who stayed tuned and continued to watch. I see there's one viewer. Hey, hope you're having a good Monday. I'm going to attempt to do a raid on somebody's channel with all one of my viewers, so if I click on here, and we're going to go to Headshot Chick, who is somebody that I've watched that plays Fortnite, and they are family friendly, at least on the streams that I've seen. I hope you enjoy their stream, and I hope you'll have a good rest of your day. Let's see how this works. My first time trying to do this, and we'll start the raid. And then I'm going to end my channel, I think? Yeah, end stream. Hope you have a good rest of your day.